Yo, what is up lads, Max05 back again with another video. Today guys, we're going to be reviewing the South Africa A versus the British and Irish Lions match. There's a lot in this game, you know, seeing Rassie Erasmus picking a lot of World Cup winning Springboks, and obviously you got the British and Irish Lions trying not to reveal as much as they can, going up against a pretty much a Springboks team, so it was always going to be a tough one. I'm actually not surprised with the result, but I think there's a lot more behind the scenes than we actually know about. And I think it was a very entertaining one. A big wake-up call from the Lions, and they're going to know what they need to improve on. But guys, let's get into it.
Even behind closed doors, there's a fizz of electricity around the stadium whenever he's in possession. And he releases the Captain Am! Lukhanyo Am, and that's...
So in the first half, we see a lot of different things than we usually see. The Lions were not attacking anywhere near the level that we're used to. And they just could not defend anything. The Springboks, or the South Africa A team, they were playing really good rugby. They were attacking and defending. They weren't letting anything get through. And even though they didn't have as much possession, they were defending and they weren't letting the Lions get through at all. And anytime they had the ball, they were constantly pressing the Lions and putting pressure on them. And just when Owen Farrell realises that we need to actually try something, he tries an audacious cross kick, but Dale Ende blocks it down. He blocks Owen Farrell from making a tackle as he's running a line, as he passes to Nkosi. So basically he runs the line and Dale Andy's acting like someone he can pass to, but realistically there's no one left. He's just trying to block Owen Farrell. But Nkosi gets in for a really good try, and that's following a penalty that Mornay Steyn took as well. So after this try and after it was converted, it was 10-0 to the South Africa A team. But we saw for a long time the Lions were actually trying to attack and trying to get an attack going, but they just weren't allowed being let through. So when they had the chance and they went back for penalty advantage, they took the 3 points, and I think it was smart. But what you see that isn't smart is that they pass the ball to Elliot Daly and he needs to clear, and that's fair enough. You know, they're isolated in their 22, but the ball lands to Ches Nkobi. Now, if we know anything about Ches Nkobi, we know he is probably the best footwork out of anyone in World Rugby, and he just dances around every single one of them. He spots gaps that I don't think anyone could find, and he just has to put a simple pass into Am. He was the captain on the night. He gets through, and a really good try from the South Africa A team. And after it's converted, the Lions were shocked. They did try to get some attack going, and eventually the South Africa A team did get 2 players sin binned, and as hard as the Lions tried, they just could not get a try going. The defence was too strong, and at half time it was the South Africa A team 17, the British and Irish Lions 3. But the second half was a lot different from the Lions. They just were creating so much more attack. They were isolating the South Africa A team. Any time they tried to attack, kept them in their own half or even their 22. They constantly had to kick it away, so they didn't really get anything going. But the Lions just kept moving, putting pressure, creating opportunities, but they couldn't execute on all of them. They got very close at one stage, but they just couldn't get over. They were constantly being held back by a really strong defensive South Africa A team. But they went back for a penalty, and after a couple of pick and goes, Wyn Jones finally got over for a try that was utterly deserved. They attacked so well, created so much attack, and after the conversion, they were finally back within 7 once again. And after the Lions kept attacking, this is a good example of it. They just kept barring away, creating opportunities, using the deep ball, running dummy lines. They were trying stuff, and I think this is one of the things that they're giving away, but I don't think it's anything too severe, so I think they'll get away with giving this little bit away of their attack to Rassie. But they eventually got a penalty after, I think it was 3 penalty infringements, but Owen Farrell kicked it over, got the penalty, and now we were back within 4. But another chance came, more attack, constant pressure, and fair play to the A team. They were defending. They're defending like Ireland, because Ireland I think has one of the best defences in the world. They were defending so well, stopping anything. But when the ball went wide to Rhys Salmon, he nearly ever so slightly got in. He got tackled and he reached once, didn't get it. But legally he was allowed one more chance, which he nearly got there. But the South Africa A defence just was too much for them. He couldn't get over, and the last chance is done. They weathered another bit of a storm from the South Africa A team when they finally got back into the Lions half and 22, but they didn't let anything through. The Lions defended, but after that, time was against them. They got back into their own half, but a scrum went the way of South Africa, and in the 80th minute, just as it looked like Faf de Klerk had messed up, Willems had kicked it out, and the Lions had lost. So, what can we take from this game is that, although this looks like this is pretty much a Springboks team, has beaten a Lions team that nobody thought they would beat. Everyone thought that the Lions would win this series. Well, I mean, it really depends which part of the hemisphere you're on. But no one was giving the Springboks a chance. Now, fair play to them, they played incredible. Their defence in the second half was incredible. Their attack in the first half was incredible. But the Lions gave them a big run for their money. Now, a lot of their tries, in fairness, they created way more opportunities. They just couldn't execute, or their tries were disallowed. And I think people say, oh no, this is going to be really worrying going into a 3-test series. But you have to realise, this is a Lions team that is not putting 100% of their effort in. This is a team that is trying to keep as much as they can safe to use in the actual 3-test series. They only use a little bit. And I think when it came to that Owen Farrell penalty, that's an example of probably something they've pulled up their sleeve. But the A team worked very hard. They gave away a lot that the Lions, I think, will capitalise on. So I think Rassie will have to be careful of that. And I think Gatland, I think he'll take this loss on the chin. He'll be happy with the fact that they didn't give away a crazy amount away to Rassie. They'll be happy with that. They'll keep going forward. They've got a good game against the Stormers. Give some players a bit of a chance to get some more game time, like Robbie Henshaw and all. But a full time here in Cape Town, it was South Africa A 17, the British and Irish Lions 13. Stormers are up next, and then it is the big 3-test series. But guys, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Please check out my other videos if you can. I'd really appreciate it. And guys, I'll see you soon.